What's up, guys? Today we're going over whether the A+, Network+, or Security+ are actually still worth getting, and we're going to be covering all of the material in them, what each one covers, which certification should you yourself actually get depending on your situation, what your career goals are, and things like that. So with that being said, let's get right into this. Now, the first thing about these CompTIA certifications are that they are vendor neutral. And what that really means is it doesn't target one specific type of technology. For example, the CCNA targets Cisco-based hardware and networking. So their focus is really just on the Cisco side of things. Of course, a lot of the material in the CCNA is still applicable to other types of products and vendors and networking and switching in general. But the Network Plus doesn't target any vendor, and it stays totally neutral, and it covers a broad range of different networking topics. And that is generally the same format for both the Security Plus and A Plus as well. Now, let me begin by saying that yes, absolutely, these certifications are still going to be awesome and relevant from now and into the future. And one of the main reasons for that is HR filtering, and not just necessarily the material in the exams, but HR filtering means when you go to apply to a job, a lot of the times they're going to have either a bachelor's degree or a high school diploma, and very, very often the requirements are going to have one of these CompTIA certifications. They're super common, probably one of the most common certifications to get. So what HR likes to do for most companies is say, you need this, this, and that, or you're probably not going to get through the into the interview. Now, of course, this doesn't apply to every single company, but it does limit you on a lot of the jobs that you could possibly apply for. Now, let's go over if the A+ is right for you and what it actually covers. So from my personal experience, I actually skipped my A+ certification because I did an internship after college. I did a computer science degree, got an internship. After the internship, I got hired at a managed service provider. And that job itself basically gave me all of the information that an A+ could possibly provide. So in my situation, I ended up not doing the A+. But if you do not have a lot of IT experience, maybe you're still hunting for your first job, your first internship, whatever it might be, an A+ is definitely going to get your foot in the door. Although, just keep in mind that it's not going to be any high-paying job. It's going to be right at probably the help desk level 1 positions where you're just troubleshooting either hardware or basic ticketing or escalating a lot of your issues. And that's probably the type of job you're going to end up getting. And as an example, probably something like a Staples technician or a Best Buy Geek Squad type job, or just working at something like I did, which was an MSP help desk where I picked up phones all day and answered, basic tickets, like similar things to when maybe your mom and dad call you and they're like, hey, we need tech help. Can you come help us? And silly things like that where it's pretty basic level. Now, the material that the A+ actually covers, CompTIA provides a pretty good list online, and let's just go over that really quick. So it lists out all of these things like the hardware, networking, mobile devices, operating systems, all that stuff. But in reality, what you're really going to be focused on is a lot of hardware and a lot of troubleshooting. And it really helps you think through specific types of problems. And troubleshooting is probably the most important aspect of taking both the A+ and the Network+. The layout of the exam really forces you to think through issues to come up with the best solution. And then all of the topics you see here, like operating systems and mobile devices, you will get some knowledge in those categories, but they aren't as important as the hardware and troubleshooting portion of this. So again, A+, awesome to do. You can skip it if you want to and go into the networking and security portions, but I would only skip it if you already got your foot in the door and you have your first job or your first internship. And that's really it for the A+. Let's move on to our Network+ certification now. So let's go over, I guess, more scenarios. So I can only speak on this from personal experience, of course, but I really do think it's a great path. I did get a lot of advice from all my bosses and coworkers and other people that have gone through similar situations as me. So I'm really here to just pass on what I know. So with that being said, my personal experience is I took the Network Plus exam after I had about a year of experience, more or less, after my internship, and I landed the full-time job at that same company. All right, so my camera ended up dying, so I am now wearing a different shirt because it's a different day, and I just decided to continue the video at a different time. But let's just get that out of the way and get right back into the video. So one of the biggest things is really the difference between the Network Plus and the CCNA. I personally had kind of like an internal struggle. Which one should I take? Which one's better? And how to figure out those pieces of information. But really the CCNA is only super good for if you are getting into Cisco equipment for your career path. If you aren't getting directly into Cisco equipment, I would personally suggest going the Network Plus route because it is vendor neutral, which means that it kind of applies to all networking equipment and not just specifically Cisco. But with that being said, the CCNA is a little bit more hands-on and more technical than the Network Plus, so you could probably argue that you do get more valuable information from it. But again, the Network Plus is still something I suggest. It really helps you get past HR because you'll see Network Plus on job requirements a lot more often than you would see the CCNA. So that kind of just wraps up the experience I had with Network Plus. So let's get right into the Security Plus. So really, when should you decide to get Security Plus as your certificate? I would say that it's not something that you absolutely need, especially if you're just going to be a system administrator, but it does become very valuable because once again, a lot of job requirements and HR filters out people that don't have Security Plus. That's not for all jobs, it's just for a lot of them. So it could really benefit you to just get your Security Plus for the sake of getting through the HR system, through Indeed, or however you are applying and to land your job interview. So that's just one take on why you should get the Security Plus. But the type of person that should be getting it is generally someone that wants to get more into the security side of things. Now, I almost want to say that I think almost everybody should get the Security Plus certification, or at least study the material, because it is incredibly useful from day to day. You will generally just want to know about good security practices and be able to keep up in the lingo and conversations regarding security, because whether you're a system administrator, a network engineer, whether you're doing cybersecurity or anything like that, of course, you're going to need to know some level of security, and this is pretty much the starting point for that. Now, no matter what path you are going, either a system administrator or you're going directly into cybersecurity, I think if you have the time, you should definitely get it either way. If you're doing cybersecurity, it's almost like a no-brainer. It's one of the first stepping stones that you would get if you needed some type of starting point. After the Security Plus, and if you want to keep pursuing security stuff, there's a ridiculous amount of different security exams, especially when it starts to come to pen testing and hacking and all this other stuff. There's tons of security stuff. But again, awesome stepping stone. I do highly suggest it, and it will do wonders for your career going forward. So let's just go over really quick, like a TLDR of all three certifications that we talked about. So the A+ is basically just something where you would get it for your entry-level position when you are wanting to start into IT, and it will really help kind of teach you about the hardware and software side of things to get that level 1 type of position, and it will pretty much, it'll just get your foot in the door and let you start on your career path into IT. The Network Plus is going to be a little bit more advanced than the A+. It's going to start teaching you more advanced technologies and systems, things like ports and protocols and tons of definitions, and it's just incredibly useful. I don't care where you are in your IT career. I think either studying for the Network Plus or taking the Network Plus or something that has to do with networking is going to be absolutely a necessity for your career growth. So definitely study up on your networking. It's going to be incredibly useful for you no matter what you're doing. And then lastly, we have the Security Plus. It's going to be best for, of course, cybersecurity practitioners, and it's going to have a nice representation for a system administrator, just to have, additional skills under your belt other than just systems, because of course you want some security for your systems. So it would be very helpful for that as well. All three certifications are definitely super valuable still, and I don't think that's going to be changing, because if you ever look at any job requirements in IT, nearly everything always lists one of these CompTIA certifications as either a requirement or highly preferred. So that's it for the video. These are pretty much all the things that I got on these 3 certifications. And if you guys just want to have a chit chat or you have any questions, just feel free to leave a comment down below. I try to answer everything, and like and subscribe because that will really help me and the channel grow and I can keep pushing out more content. So thanks again for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.